Hi, welcome. In this video, we will talk about 30 most important idioms used by native English speakers. I believe you are using some of them. However, please stay tuned till the end. You might learn something new. Without further delay, let's get started. To begin with, it goes without saying, meaning something that is so clear and obvious that it doesn't need any explanation. Example, it goes without saying that Mother Teresa was a living saint. Another example, it goes without saying that when you come to my city, you will stay at my place. Next, anything but, meaning definitely not. Example, he is anything but a good dancer. It means he is not a good dancer. Another example, the food was anything but delicious, meaning the food was not delicious at all. Next, not a bed of roses, meaning unpleasant or unhappy situation. Example, married life, as you know, is not a bed of roses. Next, in black and white, meaning in writing. Example, all the terms and conditions are in black and white. Another example, please submit your complaint in black and white. Next, is not rocket science, meaning not very difficult to do or understand. Example, opening a YouTube channel is not rocket science. Next, is not someone's cup of tea, meaning not very interested in something. Example, watching cricket matches is not my cup of tea. Next, a piece of cake, meaning something that is very easy to do. Example, the annual exam was a piece of cake. Next, behind bars, meaning in prison. Example, he was behind bars for 7 years. Another example, sorry, I can't help you in this because I don't want to go behind bars. Next, live from hand to mouth, meaning not enough money to live comfortably, able to pay only for basics. Example, with my small salary, we just live from hand to mouth. Fish out of water, meaning to be in an uncomfortable situation. Example, I feel like fish out of water in my new company. Next, to be part and parcel of something, meaning essential part of something that cannot be avoided. Example, traveling is part and parcel of my new job. Next, all day long, meaning the whole day. Example, don't sit before the television all day long. Next, under the weather, meaning slightly unwell. Example, I am under the weather these days. Next, penny wise and pound foolish, meaning careful about small amount of money, but not careful about larger amount of money. Example, when she buys vegetables, she bargains a lot, but when she is in the mall, she goes for most expensive clothes. Boy, she is penny wise and pound foolish. Next, beat around the bush, meaning avoid talking what is important. Example, don't beat around the bush, get to the point. Next, better late than never, meaning better to do something late than not doing at all. Example, he finally got married at the age of 52. Well, better late than never. Next, a blessing in disguise, meaning appears to be bad at first but results in good later. Example, when I missed my train, I was very disappointed. But after 2 hours, when I heard about the accident of that train, I couldn't believe my ears. My missing of that train was a blessing in disguise. Next, in a nutshell, meaning using as few words as possible. Example, I don't have much time. Please give me the facts in a nutshell. Next, scapegoat. It is a very common and a popular idiom. It can be used both as a noun and as a verb. The idiom has its origin in the Bible, Leviticus chapter 16. I don't want to go into detail, but in short, I want to say that here an innocent goat is being punished for the wrongdoing of others. If you want to know more, you can Google it. Well, in modern sense, it means a person who is blamed or punished for someone else's fault. Example, the captain was made a scapegoat for the loss of his team in the final match. Example as a verb, the teachers were scapegoated for his son's failure. Next, once in a blue moon, meaning very rarely. Example, my sister visits me once in a blue moon. Next, you can't or shouldn't judge a book by its cover, meaning we can't know a person based on outward appearance only. Example, by looking at her, nobody can say that she is so good in English. You can't judge a book by its cover. Next, to make matters worse, meaning to do something which makes bad situation worse. Example, first he had argument with the police officer. Then to make matters worse, he slapped him in anger. Next, easier said than done, meaning it sounds good in theory, but actually very difficult to do. Example, you can master English just in 3 months. Unfortunately, It is easier said than done. Next, round the corner or around the corner, meaning very near. It can be used for both place and time. For example, there is a petrol station around the corner. Another example, the annual exam is round the corner. Next, face the music, meaning face the consequence. Example, those who have not completed their homework, be ready to face the music. Next, in the long run, meaning at some time in the future. Example, you may be enjoying junk food now, but in the long run, it will damage your health. Next, blood is thicker than water, meaning family ties are stronger than any other relations. Example, though she got many good proposals, she turned down all of them and remained unmarried her whole life in order to take care of her mentally retarded brother. After all, blood is thicker than water. The last one, call it a day, meaning stop what you are doing. Example, it seems all are tired. Let's call it a day. Another example, all the points have been discussed. Shall we call it a day? Thanks for watching.